Welcome to the Gatekeepers Podcast with Billy Grove, where the fence world gets real, raw, and unfiltered. Billy's not just an industry leader, he's a hands-on pro who knows what it takes to build quality fences and strong teams. So grab a cold one, settle in, and get ready for straight talk about the trade. Today's show is brought to you by Mr. Fence Academy, National Metal Industries, J.C. Gury Signs and Decals, and Orlando Hinge Company. If you're looking to hit the next level in your fence company, check out Mr. Fence Academy. Real fencers, real job sites, real training equals real results. And now, live from the Mr. Fence Academy studios, here's your host, Billy Grove.
What is going on, everybody? How's everybody doing on this fabulous Tuesday evening? Back here with another episode of the Gatekeepers Podcast. I was doing my notes this weekend, and I realized that I haven't even said the name of my podcast in quite a while. Give me just a second here. All right. Can everybody hear me now? There we go. Can everybody hear me now? I think I fixed it. Should have fixed it. I've messed with the camera. I guess I unplugged the Rodecaster. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna keep going until someone says they can't hear me or they can hear me again. Okay, awesome. Got a couple people in the comments already. Thank you guys for giving me some help. We're gonna go through back when I started type things, and we're gonna talk about lessons I learned the hard way and tools that I have found to help me better myself and my efficiency. But first and foremost, before we get to that, we do gotta give a shout out to these wonderful sponsors who make this show happen every single week, guys. First and foremost, if you are looking to up the level of your fence company, whether it be the business side or the installation side, go check out MrFenceAcademy.com. Secondly, we have National Metal Industries, and I have a new product update that I forgot to transfer to my notes, so I'm going to have to read it off my phone. National Metal Industries is now offering some aluminum hand railing. Really nice stuff from the pictures that I've received. It's a box system. I'm assuming this is going to be 3 foot tall, and then it comes in 6 foot and 8 foot sections, textured black and textured white, Heart Series railing. Y'all go check them out at www.nmifence.com. If you guys are still looking for fence signs, who makes the best fence signs, go check out JC Gury over at www.jcgury.com, and your sign will have a nice Mylar lamination, last for years, look the same years down the road. If you guys are still struggling with uphill swing gates, go check out Swan Hinge at www.swanhinge.com. I just used one last week on a pretty big chain link double gate. They were on 6 5/8 posts, so that was kind of fun, really cool, kind of intimidating until I actually did the first leaf, and I was like, this is pretty darn easy. Mr. Kevin Orlando, if you have any questions and you are or you're just curious about the product, go hit him up. He answered all my questions, walked me through installing the first leaf. Worked flawlessly. Love it. Can't say enough about them. Go check them out at www.swanhenge.com. Boom. With that said, guys, we got a couple people in the comments. Let's go ahead and get to that. And by the way, feel free to drop your like stories below, or comment on my stories while I'm talking. Drop your favorite tools while I'm talking as well, guys. First and foremost, we got Mr. Sean King's in the house. He says, "What up?" Got Mr. Hank Cobia, who's local to me. He says, "Yo, brother." Got Chris Hearn says, "What's up, everybody?" Hello, Chris Hearn. JC Gury signs of decals in the house. They were telling me that no audio since I adjusted the camera. Yeah, I think I pulled the Rodecaster cord out, but it's all good now. We got Mr. Kevin Orlando. Speak of the devil, I was just talking about you. He's in the house. Yeah, guys, that's it for the comments for right now. But like I said, make sure to drop a comment below. Whenever I'm talking about my past stories, let's put that up here so I don't pull that out. And if you got a favorite tool, drop it down below whenever we get to that section. But a lot of you guys who have watched this show have heard my story a couple times on how I got started. I was bartending, blase. I will try to comment the episode down below if you really want to know the full backstory of it. But I got started a lot like most of the guys in the fence industry, with a truck, no trailer, a pair of post hole diggers, a circular saw, and an impact and a drill. And that's how I got started. I kind of fell upon fence building as a side hustle, weekend warrior type thing. And then it slowly moved into COVID, losing job, blase, and doing it full time. But so that is how I first got started with the bare minimum. I remember I sold what I thought my biggest job was ever at the time was a 300-foot wood job. It's kind of funny now that I actually really think about it. But yeah, no, it was a 300-foot perimeter fence for an HOA down off the Navy base. And it's absolutely atrocious. It's horrible. I'm so glad I don't ever have to drive by it. But anyways, I used that money to buy my first trailer. So I got my first trailer with that hard lesson learned of how bad to install a wood fence. But that's where a lot of these guys who are first starting out, they're in the same boat. They think that their product is so awesome, and they have every right, because they just they just spent hours, days, maybe putting up this thing, and they've put all this blood, sweat, and tears into it. So of course it's going to look awesome to them. But like once they really fine tune your fence skills, and you learn what looks good and what doesn't, you go back to your first couple and you're like, oh, it's pretty horrible. It's pretty bad. But you live and you learn. So there's that. I think I talked about what my first big job, 300 foot. It's super funny now because like we did 700 foot of wood, I don't know, 2 months ago, a couple thousand feet of chain link in the past month. So it's just super funny for me to think about, to actually like reminisce and sit here and talk about it. Like I knew I was going to talk about it, but I guess those thoughts didn't hit me until I started speaking about it. So that's awesome, like for me as well. So, like I said, one of my biggest learning curves that I had to like watch so many YouTube videos on was how to set up a freaking string line for damn pickets. I struggled with that hard for my first couple, first couple months, probably 6 months. I struggled with that hard. I kind of got it ironed out after 6 months. I am so glad I found the like Mr. Fence tools like straight away, because I will forever use a bump board, a straightaway, whatever you want to call them, guys, a pick a jig, whatever you want to call them. But I will forever use those, because string sucks. I hate them. But anyways, that's just me personally. But yeah, so I struggled and watched a lot of YouTube videos on it, and played with the tape measure a lot. And and figured out, how to get it done until I did buy that awesome tool, which I'm not saying that you got to go right now and buy, but you should probably go buy it by the end of the night. No, you should do that. But we're going to move into some of my rookie mistakes now here. So this is where it gets good. So, one of the biggest ones that I underestimated was the importance of planning and layout, which is why we have a whole person who works here who does that stuff here at High Steel, and they are the production coordinator. So it is super important. But in the early days, I just thought it was just run and gun. I could just scribble a little drawing on the background or on like the back of a napkin, and it would be good to go. All down to there was one time that I was demoing only one line of the fence, but like leaving the last two sections because it was the neighbors or something. I can't really remember, but I ended up like demoing that entire line of the fence because I put in headphones and just got to going. I ended up it was like 3 sections, so 24 foot. So I ended up having to eat 24 foot and rebuild that for free. So that was a cool rookie mistake. There was one time that I forgot to completely write down the measurements of someone's back line. And this was in my year two, maybe 1.5. And so I thought I could just base it off of the sidelines because I was like, that yard's pretty square. It's not like a rectangular lot. Tell a story that one time. Okay, I will. So I thought I could go off of the sidelines and just kind of get like an average. Well, it ended up being like way completely off. I lost like a whole lot of money on this project, and I had to learn the hard way, like double check, triple check before you send quotes out, before you send any emails out. Double, triple check. If you think that you forgot something, say, hey, Mrs. Jones, Mr. Jones, I'm sorry. I'm a horrible salesperson. I'm a horrible production coordinator. I messed up. Can I come back out and remeasure your back line? Because that cost me like 7 sections, 8 sections. So a good bit of money out of my pocket. And that's just kind of what happened, man, as a newbie. Chris wants me to tell you guys a story. I'm finally able to tell this. I've been waiting, Chris. I've been waiting. So speaking of process, and I brought up the production coordinator part of it. Here at High Steel, our production coordinator gets all the material lists together, orders the material, but their most important job of all is to go out to the job site the week before, 2 weeks before, whatever your process is for how long somebody goes out right before we do the install. But they are to go out there, meet with the customer, find out their actual fence installation expectations, i.e. height off the ground, which way the pickets are facing, which side of the fence the fabric is on. You get what I'm saying, right? So they're going out there. They're going to double check the salesman's measurements. If something is added or removed, they're going to update that to either the salesman or the quote, whatever their job is. And then once we have all of the gate placements, starts, stops, corners, and everything is discussed, height off ground, if there's a French drain running through the fence line that is going out to the street, and they bought private line coverage, we need to know that as install crews, or your install crews need to know that before going out to the job and playing detective. So what they do is they record a video, and the video starts at the front of the house, and it gives you a good picture of where to park. It says, I put up a yard sign or not. And then he walks from the front of the house to where the start of the fence is going to be, and he videos it and shows it to you. Well, This has been a couple months back now. Freeport is a city in Florida that is about an hour and 30 minutes away, give or take traffic. And we had sold a job in a new build subdivision down there. And I'm talking about they had just started this expansion on the subdivision pretty much within the time frame that we sold the fence. Like this was one of the first couple houses. So just some little backstory on that. So the decision gets made to not send Nick out to do, and I was not trying to say names, I'm sorry, was not to send the production coordinator out to do a like pre-install. Well, what ended up happening at the end of the day, and I went out there and I was part of this, is the address that we had for the client was a lot number. Well, that lot number ended up being somebody's address on the same exact street. And it did not say lot 30. I think it was either 30 or 32. It just said 30 White Owl Drive or 32 White Owl Drive. I can't really remember if it was 30 or 32. But anyways, so we pull up to whatever White Owl Drive. I knock on the door, no answer. Ring the Ring camera, no answer. Knock on the door again, no answer. And I'm like, okay, let me go pull some measurements. So I went and pulled some measurements. There was one line that was maybe 6 to 7 inches off. And I was like, this is it. Everything's flagged. 811 has been out there. It's been located, all of that. So I'm like, this is our yard. Let's go. So we get out there. I just have to laugh now. But we bust our ass. We are hustling our ass off because I think we ended up getting to something happened that morning where we didn't get to leave until like 9. So we didn't get out there until almost lunchtime. So we were trying to make up time, bust ass, pedal to the metal. So we're in like hour 2.5, holes are dug, poster set, dirt work's done, rails are attached, whole fence is sighted in, and we're in the middle of doing the ins and outs, which we're like tipping the tops. And I can just remember because I was on like the left side of the house to where I couldn't see the right because I was sighting them in. And one of the guys says, hey man, there's this guy up here. He wants to talk to you. I'm like, okay. So I walk up, he introduces himself. I said, hey man, my name's Billy. I'm like, we're here installing your fence. He said, yeah. I didn't buy a fence. And I was like, what? What do you mean you didn't buy a fence? And I was just like, give me 1 second. I dropped everything. I went to the truck. I got the paperwork and I was like 30 or 32 White Owl Drive. I looked up at the house. It said 30 or 32 White Owl Drive. Boom, boom. So I walked to him and I was like, is this your address? And he was like, yes, that's my address. And I was like, is this your wife's name? Because it was a lady on the thing. And like, without him even saying no, I could just tell. I was like, that is not his wife's name. Not at all his wife's name. And so I can't remember how we figured out it was lot number 32 and the address was different. It's been a couple months, but that happened. And it was quite embarrassing to talk to the man, to be quite honest with you. But yes, we skipped process and things got fucked up, if I'm just being completely blunt. We put a fence in the wrong spot and it was pretty much too late. We packed the shit out of them damn posts, packed the shit out of them. But yeah, that's what happened. So that's kind of what happens whenever you skip processes, even not as a newbie, right? Because here we go. Chris Steele says, I totally told him to skip it, to 100% my fault. Like I said, I didn't want to call out like any names. I do apologize for using the first name first time, but it is what it is. We live and we learn. We make mistakes, and we figure out how to pivot. And yes, we did sell them the fence that same day. So we pivoted and we made it work out. So we went back out there and installed the fence for the original customer, which thank God she wasn't too upset about it. And everybody won, I guess. At the end of the day, it was kind of a scary process for a couple hours while he was thinking it over, whether he wanted to buy it or not, or keep it or not. And so yeah, that happened. And yeah, so that's what we did. So he ended up buying the fence that day. We talked it over, and I told him, I said, we can have one of two things. I said, we can remove it for you if you don't want it, obviously. But I was like, I want you to think about this. Like, think about it. Like, it's already done. It's already ready to go. I see you got kids. I see you got a little dog. I was like, just think about it. Let us know by the end of the day at a reasonable hour. And I think by like 7 or 8 o'clock, he had texted back and said, let's do it. Go ahead and build the rest of the fence. So a sketchy one for us, but it was a win. So that can happen, does happen. So make sure that you're following the processes that you've already made for yourself. Don't get complacent or whatever the word is and skip a process just because it's an hour and a half drive, or else you'll end up running into something like we did. And it wasn't very much fun for a couple hours. But with that said, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back in 3 minutes.
National Metal Industries, a family-owned business for 70-plus years, has grown to be recognized for their ability to deliver on not just privacy slats for fence, but all types of fence products. National Metal Industries has all the hardware and tools to get the fence professional in and out of their job with the most ease possible. You can count on National Metal Industries for the most convenient resources in fence products. Visit nmifence.com for more information. As we like to say, you can always pick it right at National. J.C. Gury Signs and Decals has been a trusted name in the sign industry since 1949, with all manufacturing done in-house from start to finish right here in the USA. With 75 years in outdoor signage and roots dating back to the 1920s, J.C. Gury specializes in durable, high-quality signs and decals. In-house screen printing since the 1970s ensures every product meets the highest standards. Visit jcgury.com for more information. Every aluminum sign includes Mylar lamination at no extra cost, extending product life in tough outdoor conditions. For unmatched quality and longevity, visit jcgury.com. Struggling with a gate that drags on your sloped yard? Orlando Hinge Company has the solution, the Swan Hinge. Unlike standard hinges, the Swan Hinge lets double drive gates swing open smoothly up inclines, eliminating dragging and binding. Easy to install on vinyl, aluminum, wood, and chain link gates. It's built for durability and made to withstand the elements. And when your customer hears that, yes, their gates can work on a slope, you just made the sale. The Swan Hinge, designed by fencers for fencers. Made in the USA, lifetime warranty. Order today at swanhinge.com or email info@orlandohingecompany.com. The Swan Hinge, because every gate deserves to open smoothly.
All right, guys, we are back. And real quick, just once again, if you are looking to up the level of your fence company, whether it be the business side or the installation side, go check out www.mrfenceacademy.com. Promise you, I'm not steering you wrong. Man, I kind of like how that rhymed. That actually went together pretty well. Also, like I said at the beginning of the show, National Metal Industries is dropping some new hand railing. You guys go check that out over at www.nmifence.com. It is going to be 3 foot high, comes in 6 foot wide and 8 foot wide panels, textured black and textured white, boxed kit, even better, Heart Series railing. You guys go check them out at www.nmifence.com. Boom. All right, guys, we are back. And hey, look, my wife is watching. Hey, babe. See you soon. Love you. All right, so we're gonna get into some of the different tools and things that really changed not just the way I installed, but the way I looked at fence insulation as a like career. Actually, it really made me fall in love with it. I do have a couple favorite tools. Hands down, the biggest tool that changed my installation career is the Mr. Fence Tools Equalizer. I can't say it enough. I don't give two shits if you don't like Sean King. I really don't. I will say this: the Equalizer is a game changer, and I still continue to this day blow people's minds when I show them the first time that I set it up. I can take a guy off the street, show him how to set it up once, maybe twice, and he's got it like that. Boom. The thing that I spend the most time teaching people how to do is tie off the ends. If you don't have the like adjuster cables, people want to do these crazy boat knots, half hitches, all this other stuff instead of just wrapping it 3 times and then up and over with your main line. I spend more time doing that and teaching people how to mid stake it than I actually do really just setting it up, going from stake to stake. So that is my hands down favorite fence tool. Always has been, always will be. Y'all can go get them at MrFenceTools.com. The new ones, the 270s, will have the capability to wrap around backyards with just one. Pretty freaking awesome. I love it. Yeah, so once I really started investing in myself, not just in fence tools, but also going to trainings, conferences, and stuff, I really started to see that needle move in the right direction, not the wrong direction. And it really paid off. All these things that I was trying to be cheap on, like for instance, there was a sale on miter saw when I first started, and I had some shitty corded circular saw, and the battery powered circular saw with the 2 batteries that I wanted was like the same price as the miter saw on sale. And I was like, man, I'm gonna get this miter saw, man. You know what? That thing has been sitting in my mom's garage for probably 4.5 years. True freaking story, man. Things that I bought and thought were must-haves whenever I first started were literally just not the correct proper tools to be using in the fence industry. And you learn to have cordless circular saws, cordless sawzalls, dragging cords around yards, and dealing with dealing with voltage drop over 400 or 500 feet and stuff. That's a real thing. And having your compressor not want to run at full because you have 6 100-foot extension cords hooked up to the backdoor power supply, which is probably pulling a whole shit ton, and you lose voltage. And there is just so many things that I did trying to save money when I first started that just ended up just costing me money. I mean, I still have a lot of those extension cords to this day, but they're still collecting dust. They're really nice, expensive, $120 for a friggin' 100-foot extension cord. I got like 6 of those. That's almost half of a gas powered air compressor. You see where I'm going with this? But it was because I was ignorant to it. I didn't understand that. I had not grasped the buy once, cry once term that I like to use very often. And I thought that just, buying an extension cord here and there, it wouldn't deal. And I would just save up for a gas air compressor when I could have just saved up the entire time and bought a gas air compressor. But little things like that. I was a diehard believer in those one-man augers, those wrist breaking, take you for a ride things, until I used a Little Beaver the first time. Little Beavers are freaking amazing. So are mini skids. When I first started, I thought that there was no place in the fence world for mini skids, but I got to be honest with you, there's a place. There's a place for them. In my book, they increase everything, and they save your back and your energy tenfold. I get all the cons and everything. I get that. But as an owner operator, I would 100% choose a mini skid over a $17 an hour like employee. 100%. There's things that the mini skid can't do, but you can build jigs to make it work, right? So some advice to I guess some of those guys who are looking for a mini skid. If you're really looking for a mini skid and then you're going to be the one operating it every day and not little Timmy or little Johnny over here, go for it, man. Freaking total game changer. Total game changer, man. Grab a whole bunk of pickets instead of a stack of 15. A whole bunk. But yeah, so here we go. So I guess one of the most asked questions is, are you team black and yellow or black and red? And I have to be honest with you guys, I've been team black and yellow. DeWalt, for those who are watching who don't know, I guess everybody who does, I've been team black and yellow since I really got into buying power tools. But over the past couple of years, I've had the opportunity to use some of these newer Milwaukee stuff. I'm really freaking like it, man. Now, Milwaukee can't make a tape measure to save the goddamn lives for all of y'all who have fallen victim to buying those expensive tape measures and have them break in the same week that you bought them. But man, they're starting to make some really cool stuff. And I don't know, man. I might be team red and black here in the next couple of years. Who knows? But right now, team yellow and black. My favorite right now, my favorite measuring tape is a Stanley Fat Max, but I have to say them freaking cheap Husky them cheap Husky tape measures, them things are pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, they are pretty good. They take some abuse. JC Gury says Milwaukee is the bomb. I mean, I gotta say they're really starting to pull me over to the black and red side, and man, it's gonna be an expensive switch for myself personally. So that's gonna suck. But who doesn't like buying tools, right? So yeah, that's my favorite tape measure tools. I guess some advice I got for some of the newer comers, the new guys, is invest in yourself, invest in your company, but first invest in yourself and get yourself to trainings, buy yourself nice tools, buy yourself nice boots, nice work clothes. Just invest in yourself. People will, your customers can tell by the way your first impression speaks thousands of words. So be gung-ho into just investing into yourself. Like I said, not just with tools, trainings, but making sure that you're wearing, not holy pants to go to an interview or anything, or not like an interview, but like an estimate. But yeah, don't do that for like a job interview either. But just make sure that you look nice, man. People like whenever other people look nice whenever they're coming to offer them a service. That's about all I got for you guys. We got a great show lined up next week. I got Matt Warner booked. It's gonna be fun. I've put a lot of trying into getting him on the show, and he was supposed to be scheduled for last week, but I somehow turned my notifications for my Facebook Messenger off, and that message was sitting there for 11 days before I saw it. So sorry about that, but got a great show lined up for you guys next week. Mr. Matt Warner on, man. I'm looking forward to that. So y'all make sure y'all tune in next week. Go check out all the sponsors, give them some love. And yeah, man, that's all I got for you. I'll see you guys next week. Gonna be a great show. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your week. Kick some ass, put some fence in the ground, and be safe above all.